Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we are live. Hello, hello, people, if you can see us. I'm not 100% sure if you can see me or not yet. We're about to find out. This always happens when I switch platforms here. Prepping stream, come on. I might need to... Well, can you look on your phone? If you can see me, hello. Yep, we are live. Okay. Okay, can you guys see me? I see you guys. Okay, cool, cool. I wonder why I can't see you guys in the chat and stuff. Let's manage. Oh, there we are. There we go, guys. I can see you now. Hello, hello. Let me pop out the chat. So, today I am joined by my beautiful girlfriend, Adara. Say hello, Adara.
Hello.
She does all of our thumbnails for the channel, as well as putting up with the multitude of things that somebody who's dating a YouTuber has to put up with, like recording until 2 a.m. last night for a video. So thank you so much, and I appreciate you, and I know the people who watch definitely appreciate the thumbnails because they are awesome. They are fan-freaking-tastic. Let's say hello to some people real fast. We've got Pinky's Art and Music. Hello, hello. R&B, Mr. Prism. We've got Sarah Bobero. Hello. I said Bobero. Sarah Bobera. We've got Scared Little Raven. The Girlfriend. Hello. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I thought it was about time that she stopped in for a second and said hello. She really does do a lot for the channel. She's even done some of the editing. We're working on it because I'm a little bit of a control freak. I don't like giving up the control for that kind of stuff, you know.
I'm not that good at it anyways, so.
Yeah, and I yeah. You know how I am. Anyways, so we have an awesome stream prepared for you guys tonight. I put in a lot of effort for this, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. We are going to figure out which cryptid is king of them all, which I think is going to be super fun and exciting. So the way that this is going to work, I'll just throw it out there now. We are going to put two cryptids side by side, and I'm going to create a poll for the viewers at home. So y'all can decide, and I'm going to get one veto, or at least that's what I'm starting with for this stream. I'm going to say I have one veto if I disagree with your decision hard enough that I want to veto it. I have one opportunity to do so. If I drink a lot, maybe two. But no more than two vetoes, I promise. But hopefully just one. That's the idea anyways. All right, let's see what's going on, everybody. But we'll wait for a few more people to get in here. Maiko, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. And again, with all of the new members, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It really does mean the world to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. If you feel like becoming a member, we do have a lot of extra content that will be coming out soon. We just put out some extra content for the upcoming Garnet House investigation. I know some of you saw the house tour, and I thought I did some pretty interesting stuff with the custom map. So y'all have the ability to look forward to that. Okay. All right. I'm done with all of that stuff. Let's see who else is in here. Chris Williams, thank you for stopping by. A wonderful mod. Mr. Prism, another awesome mod. Sherry Ann, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Raven says, Sarah, fantastique. Hey, Pinky Sherry. Okay, cool. All right. How are you feeling on your first live? Good?
Good.
Is it what you expected?
I think so, yeah.
Cameraman Bob said it was funny when we like sit down and I'm talking about it beforehand, and then you just kind of click a button and it starts, right? And it's almost underwhelming in a sense, and it's hard to grasp, you know, are people watching, what's going on, that kind of thing. But really, thank you so much for all your help with the channel And really, mostly for putting up with me. Thank you.
Do I get to go hide
She's
now
the
off
MVP.
camera?
Yeah, you can go hide now off camera if you want. It's up to you. But
Bye, everyone.
that is Adara, everybody. All right. She's gone. So now it's time to pick a king cryptid. All right. Friday, welcome in. Pinky, hello. I think I already said. Girly Twirly, hello, hello. Don't worry, we all very nice for the most part. Yeah, she was just stopping by. I think she's got some plans tonight. I think she's gonna go play some tennis. So she couldn't hang out too long. But we'll get her on for a full stream sometime soon. I'll convince her. You know, you gotta start small. You gotta start small, work your way up. R&B says it's hard for me to grasp if I'm anywhere. Yes, very true. Sarah says, good job, Mason. Thank you, thank you. All right. So, yeah. So I think we've got enough people in here now. One more time with the rules. You guys decide on the cryptid. I'm going to give you 2 cryptids. They're going to have some fun little stats and attacks. So the way I did this is I kind of set them up like Pokemon cards, if you will. And I gave them a short lore breakdown. And then what else did I do? Yeah, I gave them a short lore breakdown, and I put some funny attacks, some special abilities, that kind of thing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome in, Alexis. Girly Twirly says, hi, everybody. Thank you for this live, Mason. Girly Twirly, of course. Thank you for showing up. Time Traveler, hello. All right, let's get into it. First thing we're going to look at is the Cryptid Coliseum. Let me know that you guys can see that. Do we see the Cryptid Coliseum? All right. Also, let me know if I sound okay, because I'm switching back and forth between setups here. So there's a chance that some stuff gets wonky. Hey, Joe's in the house. Hello, hello. Lame. All right. Sweet. Okay, so this is the Cryptid Coliseum. We're going to have 2 cards, one on the left, one on the right, and then I will put up a poll and we will vote. All right, so who should we start off with? So I have like 15 cryptids that we're gonna cover. Audio's on point. Awesome. Thank you, Maiko. I'm thinking, all right, we'll start strong here. Let's go with the Mothman. All right. Oops. What happened to him? Oh, I grabbed somebody else. Interesting. I didn't even know that. All right, we've got the Mothman here. I realize I have to lock some of this stuff down, otherwise it moves on its own. Hold on. Do you guys see the Mothman? What is that? Why does it keep... There we go. No? Let me choose the Mothman. I've got too many cards on the table here, guys. Hold on. Who? There we go. That's the Mothman. Can y'all read that okay? Mason, this is adorable. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I did put in a lot of work for this. So, first up, Mothman. He is a 7-foot tall, half moth, half man, all party. I like his style. Scares teenagers and locals alike. He has 130 hit points for whatever that's worth. He also has the attack of Sonar Jam, which, forgive me, guys, this is kind of hard for me to read. I kind of scale window. Oh, okay, I can make it bigger. There we go. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Did that change the whole screen, or that just changed for me? Sorry, I know this is, sorry, I know this is a little... You like Mothman? Okay. So, Sonar Jam disrupts electronics with eerie screech, dive attack, swoops down from above, and his specialty attack is total bridge destruction. Because if you know the lore, then you know what. No, okay, that is just for me. Awesome. Then you know what this moth is capable of. Okay, we have got to move a little bit faster, Mason. So, the challenger of the Mothman is going to be... Who do we want as a challenger? I feel like we should start with... You know what? We're gonna start with... There's so many good options, you guys. This is tough. All right, the werewolf. That's what we're gonna do. Unlock. There we go. All right, we'll throw the werewolf up here real quick so you guys can see. He's got the ability to transform between man and wolf. Allergic to silver. Worth noting, guys, he has some disadvantages to him. He has Howl of Horror. It screeches temporarily, make itself and its enemy insane. It regains sanity first. If it regains sanity first, it will kill its opponent. It also has the attack of human form, which just means it can transform into a human. And then its special ability is teamwork. Howls actually summon more werewolves, depending on your region. And then it has a weakness to silver and squeaky toys. All right, interesting. I feel like they don't need to be that big for you guys. Can you see them when I put them like this? Like, is that... Can y'all still read that? Okay, I'll catch up on chat real fast. 130 health. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I made the health up. Look at the werewolf's health. I put medium rare. So yeah, take all the stats with a little grain of salt. A little grain of salt, if you will. Sarah Bobera says he looks fly. Are we opening betting odds? Ooh, I like that idea. I don't want to influence though. I don't want to influence the winners here. Pokemoth. That's a good one. Nessie? Yeah, Nessie will be coming up. Don't worry. HP medium rare. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Totally fine. Cool. Then I am going to start the poll. Well, actually, you know what? Let's talk about this. Let's think this through here. So we've got a moth versus a werewolf. My instincts want to side with the werewolf, right? Because bugs seem weak when you think about it, right? But also you have to think about, like, where does this take place? If this takes place on a bridge or, you know, near a cliff, well, then I need to pick the Mothman. And werewolf doesn't have as many good attacks, right? Like, human form is a non-attack. Dive attack and sonar jam are pretty good. Howl of Horror, though, being able to summon other ones. It's close, man. This one's close. Bugs are bloody strong. That's true. If it's like ant strength, Prism, you're onto something. Girly Twirly says, a squeaky toys as a Hail Mary when being attacked by a group of werewolves. Yep. Yep. We have people, Mothman. 1-inch bug may be weak, but a 7-foot tall bug. Friday, that's an excellent point. Laws from Oz, welcome in. Good morning. All right. Werewolves are moon dependent. You can assume for this that he has the ability to go into wolf form. Anyways, I think that's enough. Let's start our poll. And let's say werewolf or Mothman. Okay. Werewolf. Sorry, I don't need to say this part out loud, do I? Y'all are gonna find out I type like an old man. Okay. We have started the poll. Why do I only see one option? Oh, okay. No, I just see the winning option. I see how it works. Is this werewolf a teen? We don't know. We do not know that information. Destination Spooky, welcome in if I did not say hello earlier. Men in Black would just mag dump silver bullets. That's true, you know. Mothman... Oh, I forgot to tell you Mothman's weakness. His weakness is lamp. So, but he is resistant to the local authorities. So that should count for something. I think anyways. I think that should count. This is fun. Good idea. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. I think we could do a lot more of these. Obviously, there's a ton more cryptids, but I kind of think we could do this with a lot of stuff. So this is kind of my idea for a fun, interactive thing we can do together. Right? Because it's much about you as it is about me being up here trying to entertain. I want you guys to be involved. All right. I will give you guys 10 seconds. 10 more seconds to make a choice. All right. Said, go Mothy, you got this. All right. Lamp. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this one's split. You know, I'm kind of torn too. I'll give my opinion afterwards. Oh shit, werewolf just came out of nowhere. One of your bucket list one of your bucket list destinations would be Point Pleasant. That is very interesting. Yeah, I do want to go to Point Pleasant just to see the statue and stuff. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be very cool. Destination, have you been? I know you traveled to a lot of locations. Hey, Petals, welcome in. All right, 3, 2, 1. End poll. Wow. Okay, werewolf wins. I kind of want to veto you guys, to be honest, but I'm not gonna, because this is the first one, and I'm not gonna be that over the top. But yeah, I don't know. Mothman, I think he would probably lose this fight more often than not. I think you guys are right. But like from a which cryptid do I like more? I like the Mothman more. But I might have messed him up with some of his abilities. As you will see, the abilities will get very weird and random very fast. Okay. So werewolf wins. Where is Mothman? You're gone. And I'm actually going to delete you. Deleted. Yep. Mothman's gone. And werewolf is being hidden. Okay. You guys might have to help me keep track of which ones we have and have not done, though. All right. Next up, we've got the UFO, which powers are... Let me zoom in. I feel like I need reading glasses or something. So our quick lore, we do not know the HP of this creature. Quick lore, strange objects flying through the air, obsessed with cows. There you go. Its attacks are beam me up, beams enemies into the air, and then drops them back down to earth. Yep, that would hurt a lot. Self-destruct. If all else fails, the UFO crashes into the enemy at full force, which triggers an immediate government cover-up. Ooh, that's interesting. I like that. Summon. Once it enters the arena, Joe Rogan appears and immediately begins a podcast. Well, there you go. Now you have an extra ability. All right, it has another special ability. It emits high levels of radiation, which makes it difficult to attack, and its weaknesses are unknown. That does feel pretty powerful, I have to say. Feels like a pretty powerful creature. There you go. There you go. All right, now who is the UFO up against? I'm going to say, I'm going to give an interesting one here. Let's see. Boom! The Black Monk of Pontefract. Why can't I click you? Oh, because I locked him? I locked him. All right, so the Black Monk of Pontefract. He lives at 30 East Drive. That's all the lore you get. His attacks are Marble Throw, hurls marbles with supernatural strength. Cool. Reverse Stare Drag. That one feels like it would hurt. Materializes stairs. Okay, so he has the ability to make stairs appear and drags his victims up them. Very cool. His special attack is Power of Belief. He absorbs the power of any believer of the paranormal. All right, that is a cool power as well. His weaknesses are Christianity and pure skepticism. Very cool, Black Monk. Very, very cool. All right. So let's see. What are we thinking here? Frail but powerful, like mages. Yeah, we're voting on our favorite cryptids. Anyone who's just joining, we're voting on our favorite cryptids. I'll drop the poll in a second. All right. Am I part UFO? I don't think so. Probes would be an attack. I almost put it, but I didn't because of YouTube. UFO is OP. He might be a little OP. All right. So we don't know the weaknesses, and I've got to say, Black Monk of Pontefract throwing marbles is probably not that strong. But on the other hand, you know, we don't know anything about the tin can, right? It could just be tin can. It could be weak. Could be weak. And, you know, also, if you pick UFO, this is something worth really thinking about, guys. If you pick UFO, you're going to have to deal with Joe Rogan. I don't know. I think he's a good interviewer, but do I want to hang out with him forever? I don't know. I don't know. You guys say. His name is Fred. This is true. It has Fred in parentheses there. I want to vote for the Black Monk because he looks cool. You can vote for whatever reason you like, all right? I'm trying to throw in a little logic and reasoning, but your choices are yours, all right? If you want to go for looks, if you want to go for strength or speed or whatever, it's up to you. Friday says, I would be okay with something dragging me up the stairs, would save my knee a bit of trouble. I don't know. If you saw the, Uncanny episode today, it seemed very painful. Girly Twirly says, the UFO zaps Monk into ashes after Monk hurls a few marbles. That is something I could see. All right. I am going to start the poll. Or Monk. UFO or Monk. Start poll. All right. Chris, welcome in. R&B says, always look on the bright side of life. Yes. Those are good words to live by, even though we're looking at objectively dark creatures. Also, you got to wonder, like, is the UFO on its home turf? Or is the Black Monk on his home turf? Maybe we can work that in next time. We can do, like, home versus away, you know? That could be cool. Girly Twirly says, maybe the monk prays really loud and the UFO can't see him because he doesn't believe in the monk, so the monk gets away. That's something to consider. That is something to consider. Now, you got to remember, you know, are aliens skeptical, though? Because if aliens don't believe in ghosts, that's a pretty big weakness for the monk, right? Because there's his weaknesses, Christianity and pure skepticism. Or what if the aliens are skeptical Christians? What do we think? Neither one of these are cryptids. Okay, so I'm going to say this right now. I did this last night, and these are going to get progressively more unhinged. To the point where these are definitely going to look like cryptids by comparison, Joe. Fair warning now. This is going to become unhinged very fast. And these are mostly just a collection of creatures or mythical things that I like, right? But even that is not a good explanation for what's coming. I'm warning you guys now. This is gonna get unhinged. I hope you have your drinks ready. I have multiple. I've got coffee so that I can be creative, and I've got apple juice for the other stuff. Right now, I'm still on my coffee mostly. UFO has unlimited turf. Good point, Maiko. Good point. UFO can hurl a random cow at a monk, probably. All right. 10 more seconds. Get in your final picks, and we will be moving on. All right. Yeah, I think there's no surprise here. UFO is the winner. Congratulations to the UFO. Sorry, Mr. Monk, but you are a goner. Sorry. What can I say? Do better. Get good. All right. Next up, we have... Let me see if I can get, like, a decent matchup. Should I just, like, kind of show you what I mean when I say these are going to get unhinged? Yeah, we'll do an unhinged round next. So we've got... the... Chalupa Cabra. All right. The lore for the Chalupa Cabra is it is a lab-grown monstrosity created for a Taco Bell ad. Half flatbread, half chupacabra. It escaped the lab and now seeks revenge for being born. Okay. Let's get all of our stuff in here. It has a few attacks. We have Blood Drain. Drains the blood of its enemies, turning it into butter and cheese. Very interesting. Legal Team. Because of its status within Taco Bell, it wields the Taco Bell legal team as a weapon against its foes. Special ability. Immortality. Immortality. Okay. This one might be a bit overpowered as well. This is going to get tough when we come down to the finalists, I gotta say. Weaknesses. If left out at room temperature for several hours, it will become stale and brittle. Okay, so it's immortal with problems. Yes. He does look pretty spicy. He does look pretty spicy, I have to say. Low HP as well. Low HP. All things we need to consider, guys. All things we need to consider. All right. Next on the list. Let's pick something else pretty unhinged. It needs to be, like, on par, though. Ooh, okay. Yep, we've got a good unhinged competition here. The next competitor is... Oh, let's keep him. The... Move. There we go. The Baked Bean. I promise there are more real cryptids, by the way. There's a lot more real cryptids than not real cryptids. But, quick lore. Simmer navy beans with molasses, brown sugar, salt, pork, bacon, mustard, and onions in a flavorful liquid until they are each a thick, tender consistency. There we go. It has a few attacks. It has Bite. Enough said. Kiss of Death. Instantly kills opponents who are known to consume its kind. Interesting. Also, something I didn't think about is if the Chalupa Cabra contains beans, I guess they're probably not baked beans, huh? Anyways, special ability can make itself look like a refried bean in order to blend in, and it has one weakness: God. That's what we got here. So yeah, Joe, if you thought it was bad before, it gets worse. All right, this might be the most insane matchup though of the groups here. All right, now, well, I'm torn, right? Because beans don't have any blood, right? That's what I'm thinking right off the bat. Beans don't have blood. So you can't kill it that way. And there's a decent chance the Chalupa Cabra would eat a baked bean. At least in my opinion. And, you know, depending on how long they've been out, you know, the Chalupa Cabra may have a disadvantage, you know. Plus, it does instantly kill opponents, right? That's pretty neat. This is tough. This is tough. They both have low HP, though. Worth noting. All right. Let's see what you guys think, huh? Pandera Box says, I had my money on the monk. Yep. You got some obscure cryptids there. Yes, quite obscure. I'm sure you guys have not heard of the Chalupa Cabra. He's spicy. Very, very spicy. I eat one of them the last time I was in Puerto Rico. R&B, did you really? Because that would be a scientific discovery I would want people to see. Scared Little Raven says, wait, that's a taco. No, it's a chalupa from Taco Bell. He can't die, but he gets crusty and musty. True. Immortal, but needs moisture. Also very true. All right. This is like Dumb and Dumber. All right, guys. Look, I told you it was pretty late at night when I came up with some of these. It is Tuesday, so 10x multiplier damage. Friday, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Maiko says he's on the Bean team. You know, I'm very torn on this one. I don't want to sway you guys. All right. Miss Mayhem, welcome in. Sweet Goth, welcome in. Yes, we are having a fun night. We are, for anyone who just joined us, we are comparing cryptids, and we're doing, you know, who will be King Cryptid. This is round 1, or round 2, or 3. I think it's round 3, actually. Sorry, I can't keep it straight. I am going to open the poll now, so we can decide. Are you Team Bean, or are you Team Chalupa? All right. The Chalupa Cabra. Chalupa or Team Bean? Start poll. Remember, guys, I do have the ability to veto. And I like one of these guys a lot, I've got to say. So, you know, I might veto. Sweet God says that Bean wouldn't last long on toast. Well, you know, neither would a Chalupa. Chalupa on toast? I don't know. Might be good. Oh man, it's 50%. This is close. This is close. I've never actually tried beans on toast. Is that something I have to try? That is an overwhelmingly British thing, correct? I assume it has to be. Prism says, yeah, Mason, you gonna Danny the veto. That was a good one, Prism. I think the beans have a good shot. It is so close. I can't believe it's 50%. Oh God, it is back and forth. I feel like a sportscast announcer in a neck and neck race, right? Chris says, "Oh God, no." Yes, and have them with your cooked breakfast. Never assume, Mason. You're right. We can never assume. Hashtag let's go beans. All right. A side of dino nuggies? Ooh, that would be good. I haven't had dino nuggies in a while. I should get them. This is starting to sound like a crow stream with all the food talk. All right. I'm going to give everybody 10 more seconds to put in your votes. This one is extremely close. All right. Prism says this is going to cause an upset. All right, we'll see. I like baked bean. Some people are liking baked bean. And I think we are ending it. Baked beans is the winner. beating out the Chalupa Cabra. Wow. Wow. Exciting stuff, guys. Exciting stuff. I didn't see that one coming, but I am Team Bean, for those of you who are curious. So, sorry to the Chalupa Cabra, my friend, but you are vanquished. Killed by the bean. Baked Bean, you live to fight another day. Okay. Let's get get back to business here, huh? We've got on the left the Jersey Devil. All right. Quick lore. Birthed by a witch, it flew into the woods where it terrifies new and old Jerseys alike. Good to know. Good to know. Its attacks are backwards kick. That would make sense for a horse-esque creature. Black magic. Okay. Also, no explanation given on what that constitutes. It does have high HP, so it's a bit of a tank. And its special ability is that it can manipulate nature as long as it remains in the state of New Jersey. Its weakness is mothers. Okay. All right. Jersey Devil is looking formidable, I have to say. It's a formidable foe. And on the right, we have... boom! The Water Horse. So, the Water Horse from the 2007 film The Water Horse. Raised in a bathtub. That's all we get for the lore. It has the abilities of Egg Attack, hurls a freshly hatched egg, and Flipper Off. Raises a flipper at its opponent. It angers them greatly. And its special ability is Happy Ending. Since he is from a movie, he has heavy plot armor. Okay. All right. Its weakness is its affinity for humans. Yes, if you've seen the movie, it does. It likes humans a bit too much. Probably more than it should. Probably more than it should. All right. Let's see here. What do I think right off the bat, right? I think the Jersey Devil, the problem with the Water Horse is he's so cute. But, you know, plot armor is a hell of a thing. And we don't know much about backwards kick or black magic as far as, like, how deadly, how bad is black magic to a water horse, right? The weaknesses are actually pretty similar. And the HPs are fairly similar as well. If the water horse befriends someone's mom, he's safe. That's a good point. That's a good point. This has been fun. Pinkies, you're banned. Just kidding. Let's see. I like the Jersey Devil. All right. Pinky says. Sarah Bobera stays in the state. Yep. The water horse is so cute. Yes, the water horse does have cuteness going for it, I must say. We've got a mix of people here. Chris says, I don't think I want to be kicked by a horse. Yeah, well, what about a water horse? Yeah. The Jersey Devil probably just hammerhead bat. Interesting. I didn't know that they had theories on the true origin of the Jersey Devil, honestly. Is it a southern mom? We don't know. It's just a mom. All right. R&B says, my brain cannot comprehend this matchup. Honestly, mine either. So we're going to just start the poll for this one. Jersey Devil or the Water Horse? And I need to not overthink the first round, because then for the second and third rounds, we can get, like, really in the weeds, you know? So, yeah, I need to speed this up so that we can get to the second round, so we can get real in the weeds about the powers and stuff. Don't overthink it, Mason. Its cuteness will be its shield. We'll see, Scared Little Raven. We'll see. All right. Chris says, water horse wouldn't be able to. It's stuck in a bathtub. It outgrows the bathtub if you've seen the movie. If you've seen the 2007 film. I actually love that film. but not in a way that would sway my opinion here. Sarah says, definitely voting for the scary devil. Yeah, Little Miss Mayhem says, you're telling me that the Jersey Devil is going to backwards kick that face? I don't know. I don't know if the Jersey Devil has a soul or not. R&B says, I'm from New York City and I never fear New Jersey. Love you, Jersey. Yeah, shout out to the Jerseyans. I have never seen that movie. It's not that popular. Prism, I just like that movie for some reason. I watched it a lot as a kid. All right. Let's give 20 more seconds here. Get your votes in now. I'm going to end up being up all night finishing this tournament, huh? Dang, this is a lot closer than I thought. Again, you know, that cuteness shield must be working. Must be working. R&B says it'd be like fighting a fluffy bunny. Yeah. Girly Twirly. Just outside Jersey border with a mom, water horse wins. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, maybe next time we'll work in like the home team versus the away team. Like flip a coin or something maybe. Could be fun. All right. And the water horse wins, defeating the Jersey Devil. Goodbye, Mr. Jersey Devil. Let's remove you. Bye. Next up, we have... What should we do here? Let me think about this. All right, I've got it. First up, we've got Zozo. Is this announcer voice working for you guys, or is it annoying? Tell me the truth. I'm fine with it. Oh, I can't move him. Hold on. There we go. So his lore. Okay, HP is a question mark. We have no idea. Can be summoned by moving the planchette to Z and then to O exactly twice. All right. His attack is 3 small scratches. Inflicts 3 claw marks in the darkness. He also has the power of intense fear. Opponents tremble at the mere thought of the ZO. Which is accurate, I think. I think this is very accurate. And then Mimic. Can mimic... Oh, shit. This is a strong one. Can mimic any deceased person, animal, or cryptid that you have loved in the past. Okay. All right. That does give him a lot of strength, I have to say. Weaknesses. Can be vanquished by saying goodbye. Although, you know, you have a hell of a strength and then a hell of a weakness, right? Hell of a strength, hell of a weakness. Let's see who he's up against. All right. He is up against... You know him. If you're a fan of my channel, you probably don't like him. Here he is, or should I say they, Twin Paranormal. All right. Our lore is fakes ghosts for internet points. All right. So the attacks are scratch attack. 3 red lines appear on each twin. They are self-inflicted. The second attack is the gadget attack. Attempts to confuse his opponents with pseudoscience. Ooh. True Believers is his special ability. Can summon an army of die-hard fans who believe in his channel. And I will say, that's a hell of an army. That is a hell of an army. Gotta say. Weaknesses, debunkers, and sunlight. All right. This is tough, guys. This is tough. They have some good abilities. Low HP, by the way. Low HP, by the way. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Sarah, take that back. But I just want to kiss their faces. All right. Let me catch up here. What are you guys saying? This is an awesome game, Mason. We need to make it a regular thing. We will. I was thinking like after the last stream we did, you know, it's heavy and we talk about a lot of the same talking points. I thought we could just hang out and have some fun. March Madness, but for cryptids. I like it. I like it a lot. Voice is great. Okay, cool. The made up Luigi board demon. Yes. All right. We're back now. Sarah, I can't get over this comment about kissing their faces. But, you know, I'll move on. I'll try to move on the best I can. Can't decide. Both are fake. We don't know. Well, I would argue that Twin Paranormal is very real. As a cryptid. Low HP and there's 3 of them. Yeah. Comes with the territory, I think. The 3 small scratches on both sides cancel each other out. Very true. Yeah, if I was thinking about this quickly, I don't know. Mimic is strong, but true believers, like that's what it comes down to for me. And I mean, you're talking like 1 creature versus millions of fans, right? It's hard to say. Depends on the creature. All right. I'm going to let you guys... Oh, I forgot to get rid of the last poll. Sorry, guys. The water horse one. Let's start a new poll. So, we've got Twin or Zozo. Start with... All right. Make your decisions now. Hey, Dazzler, welcome in. Good to see you. You're definitely backing Zozo on this one. I don't know. You can't underestimate the power of Twin Paranormal's fan base, right? Like, that is a lot of children and teenagers, I think. I hope. Yeah, but the thing is, as I'm responding to Sweetgoth, who says Zozo can just mimic a debunker and win. But, you know, if Twin Paranormal has already pulled the True Believers special attack, then, you know, 1 debunker versus 1 million fans. I don't know. It's going to be a hell of a debunker. Again, it's tough. I tried to make them tough. Or at least interesting, right? Are they actually twins? I think so. I always assumed they were. I'd be kind of hurt if they weren't twins. They must have loved one of them once for the mimic to work. No, so it's not Twin Paranormal that loved them. It's you loved. So it uses your powers against you. Although I guess yeah, in this case you're right. I don't understand my own rules. You understand them better than me. Okay. Mike O says even Mo Sargi would defeat Twin Paranormal. Unicorn says I felt sorry for Twin Paranormal, so I gave him a vote. Yep. All right. Dang, this one's a blowout. Zozo is taking the win here. All right. We're going to go ahead and end that poll. I'm not going to disagree with you guys. I still think Zozo would come out on top. So, Twin Paranormal, sorry to say, but you are removed from the game. And Zozo, you get to fight another day. Okay. Let's see. Which ones have I not done? Let's see. Ooh. All right. This one's going to be good, guys. This is going to be a hell of a matchup again. Hell of a matchup. We've got... Wait, I want to make sure that I'm going to do this right. Yeah, I think that makes sense. We've got Nessie, the one and only Loch Ness Monster. So the powers are... can I move you? Thank you. We've got a plesiosaur stuck in a lake. Poor guy. Pretty high HP. Its attacks are hump, Bumps opponent with a deceptive hump. I do not know what a deceptive hump is. Neck attack. Emerges suddenly with an extended neck smack. And deep dive. Heavily researches his opponent's weaknesses. Ooh. Now, its weaknesses are cameras and probably orcas. So probably. We don't know. We don't know for sure. So it's going to take quite the formidable foe to square up with Nessie here. But I think I know just the foe. All right, I have a feeling that that you guys are in for a tough one here. Ready, set. We've got facing off against Nessie, Mr. Gray. All right. So his HP is a little lower. It's 60, but while not actually gray, he is highly intelligent. Paranormal entities fear being debunked. His attacks are, there's a cut. Pauses to question every video edit. Very good of him. Very good of him. He also has the attack of full lost breakdown. That's a big one. That's a big one. Stuns opponent with a rapid fire rant. And his special attack is summon cryptid reinforcements. Summons any creature from a paranormal clip channel to fight alongside him. Hell of a special attack. Hell of a special attack here. His weaknesses are he dislikes repeating himself. So he can only use his special attack once. All right. Tough, tough matchup, you guys. You know, we've got an absolute legend and Nessie. I wasn't kidding when I put him in the thumbnail. I was not playing around. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Let's see what you guys are saying. Nessie, my girl. Unicorn likes Nessie. The like button is solid proof. Yes, thank you guys. Everybody who likes the stream, if you appreciate what we do here, please like, subscribe, become a member. We do have memberships now, and I really appreciate everyone who's supported us so far. All of the money from memberships goes to future investigations where we go and travel to locations. That's all the money goes for right now. No champy. R&B, no champion this one. No champy. I like Nessie. Plenty of protein. Okay. Oh, crap, says Prism. Yep. Dandolf with hair. Mm-hmm. Nessie does have a formidable foe. It's a formidable foe, Maiko. Oh, Mr. Gray can summon backup. Yep, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's open up the poll. All right. Nessie or Gray? Nessie or Gray? Start poll. See what you guys think. Let's see what you guys think. Raven, there is not a hey, Miss Mayhem, thank you so much for becoming a member. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Critical Thinkers. This is a critical thinking club, although not really tonight. This is our night off from critical thinking. We'll critical think tomorrow. Raven says, please tell me there's a card for all of the debunkers. There's not, but I think I'm going to do this with the debunkers at some point because I like this style. And I'm glad you guys are liking it. So we'll definitely do it again. We'll definitely do it again. Pinky, yep. Welcome to the Critical Thinkers, Miss Mayhem. Yes, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much. All right. Mr. Gray is pulling ahead. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Am I surprised? No. I do feel like Nessie, I made Nessie a little weak. A little weak. No shot Nessie was going to hold up to Gray here, I think. So we'll go ahead and end this poll. All right. Man, I hope we actually have some cryptids by the end of this. Or if it's going to be fucking Mr. Gray facing off against a baked bean. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Nessie. You are one of my favorite cryptids, but you gotta go. You're no cryptid compared to Mr. Gray, unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right. Mr. Gray, you live to fight another day. I think we have one one matchup left. Maiko, thank you so much for gifting the one membership. Sweet Goth, be sure to thank Maiko for that membership. Thank you so much, really. I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me and this channel. So, let's see if we can get a good last round here. Good last round. So, in the first corner, we have the one and only, you know it from movies. It is in Pirates of the Caribbean, one of them. And I know what you're thinking, and it's not the cryptid you expect. It is from one of the lesser good Pirates of the Caribbean films, and it is The Fountain of Youth. All right. It has no HP, probably because it's a fountain. Our lore says drinking from him makes people younger. Okay, good lore. Good lore. It has one ability. It has one ability. Nuclear bomb. Uses its well-established connections in Hollywood to drop nukes on its enemies. If it has enemies, it's currently not known. Its weakness is the fountain of old age. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the ones I made when I was very tired. Yeah. But that is a hell of a special ability. For only one attack? Yeah, no Kraken in this one. That was a good matchup against Gandalf. Yeah. Well, you never know. You know, it may pull through. It may pull through. So, up against the Fountain of Youth, we have an Australian cryptid. All right. You may know him. You probably love him. He is the one, the only Drop Bear. All right, his lore. He's described as a bear-sized koala that drops onto unsuspecting Aussies. His moves are sack of potatoes, drops from the trees onto unsuspecting enemies, and the swipe attack. Claws opponents to pieces with 2-foot-long talons. Its special ability is that it's Australian, which I think makes sense, and it has a weakness to Vegemite. Something I think many Americans also have a weakness to, from Seg's videos at least. No, as far as debunkers go, you know, debunker cryptids, I made Mr. Gray the only one for this one. But we may have a full debunker style video for this, so that's the reason I didn't include more debunkers here. All right. Let's put him over here. This is tough. I say that every time, but it's kind of true. Because the Fountain of Youth, you know, you think, well, it's a fountain. Is it gonna attack the drop bear? But, you know, if it decides to, it's gonna drop a nuclear bomb, and I don't think the drop bear is prepared for that. So it's tough. It's up in the air. It's up to you guys. Alexis wanted the Flying Dutchman. Maybe next time. Maiko says, that's intense. Yeah, I know everybody was gonna guess Kraken. No way. Viva the drop bear. Okay. Crow's power is Mayo. Yeah. Well, Crow will have a very special card, no doubt. Okay. Drop bear or Fountain of Youth. Drop. Oh, I just inspect elemented that for no reason. Okay. Sorry, I have to type around my microphone, which causes me issues. What was it? Yeah, or youth. I'm also not good at multitasking, so as I talk and type, no good. No good at it. Girly Twirly says, I gotta go with the drop bear. Hey, more power to you. Friday House has Crow's powers. Male. Yep. This is hurting my brain. I promise there are Well, there's at least one more cryptid. Emulsified goodness. No. No, it's not good. Vegemite is very bad. I have tried it, actually. Drop Youth. Good band name. Yeah, this is a good band name, Prism. All right. Overwhelming support for the drop bear here, which I'm actually glad to see because that's a real cryptid. So we will go ahead and end that poll. Let's go ahead. Sorry, Fountain of Youth. You know, you think a nuclear bomb would convince people to choose you, but nope. All right. We're on to round 2 because I think I did an uneven amount of contestants here. So the next one is going to be a challenger we have not seen yet, but you all know him, and most of you love him. He's well known. He's Bigfoot. Oh, that was a little anticlimactic. I should have figured out where he was at first. Bigfoot. Quick lore. Big feet. Enough said. Enough said. He has a few attacks. Foot focus. Mesmerizes enemies with its larger than average left foot, leaving them vulnerable. Suit up. Sheds its outer suit and hurls it at its attacker. Enemies immediately have an allergic reaction. It has a couple special abilities. Invisibility cloak and dimensional shift. What that means, I don't know. Weaknesses, documentaries. If you know, you know. Shape put out a pretty good video, and so did, what's his name? Into the guy whose Shape's video was about. Someone fill me in on that. I'm so bad with names. I gotta be better. I gotta be better, you guys. All right, what are we thinking off the bat here? So people like Bigfoot. Let's put you down here. He has high HP as well. Good for you, Bigfoot. Just to make sure that you can see his big foot right there. Yeah. Now he's going to have to square up against somebody we've already seen. But I want to make sure it's like a good fight here. So I think I'm going to put him up against... Yeah. I'm going to put him up against the werewolf. Now, let's see. No, come on. Yep, there you go. Nope. All right. Nope, okay, just... There we go. Sorry, that was bugging me. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I think this one's tough, you know. They're both titans, no doubt. No doubt. Bigfoot has some interesting special abilities, but werewolf can summon more of himself. So just how many werewolves can a Bigfoot fight, you know? Hey, Candy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good night. All right, let me catch up on chat here. We have 7 rounds so far. Yeah. 9 foot tall. Yes, quite a large guy. Little Miss Mayhem says, I like Vegemite, just maybe not best on a spoon. Yeah. No, definitely not. It's outer suit. Yeah, implying there's an inner suit as well. Did I say girl Bigfoot? I don't know. I might have. Hey, Shadowcat, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. All right. Werewolf, they run in packs. Laws from Oz, you got a point. All right, let's start the poll. Werewolf or foot? Wolf. Foot. Start the poll. Make your choices now. Okay. And then we'll take a short break, kind of an intermission, right after this, just so you know, we can take a little bit of a breather. You know, that'll be the end of the first round, and it'll be repeats from here. Some of the winners from the previous rounds. So that's my plan, anyways. Let me see. Wolf will regenerate, possibly, but we don't know. Will the wolf even be able to see Bigfoot with its invisibility cloak and ability to shift dimensions? Could just go to a dimension where the werewolves are weaker. Maybe. This one's close. This one's close. Little Miss Mayhem says, I gotta go Bigfoot. Yep, a must. I'm from Colorado. Yep, that's fair. Wait, what's happening? We're doing a cryptid fight to the death. We're crowning a king cryptid tonight. We've gone through about 15 different cryptids, and we're facing them off head to head based on their attacks, abilities, and just general cryptidness, if that's a good explanation. But you can vote on it via this poll. And yeah, I've saved my veto ability, which I'm happy about, because I feel like we're on the same wavelength for a lot of this. So I'm liking your guys' vibe so far, or not your vibe. I always like your vibe, but your choices. Friday says, I wonder what kind of werewolf you'd get with venom in the mix. Okay, 10 seconds, guys. Get your votes in now. Bigfoot has a slight lead at the moment at 58%. Power of the foot. Yep, that's what it's looking like here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Bigfoot takes the win over werewolf. All right. Sad to see him go. But Mr. Wolf, you are removed. And thus ends round 1. What are we thinking so far, guys? Do you like this? Is this fun? You guys aren't you guys aren't sick of it yet? I'm losing hardcore tonight. Sarah Bobera, that's the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. You lose some, you win some, but you live to fight another day. There's your advice from me for the night. The only good advice I'm going to give. Friday says, I like it. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. It's fun. Awesome. I'm going to take a quick intermission to use the restroom, and then we are going to go through the winner's circle and find a true winner. Winner of them all. I feel like I'm off with my words tonight. I feel like I'm using small word. Why use big word when small word do trick, right? Okay. I will be right back. I need someone to rip up the link too. Come on. All right. And good news, guys. We have brought back Adara to the stream. So she's going to help us out with round 2, which is great because I need someone to riff ideas off of here. You know what we should do that would actually be fun?
What?
We should pick a creature to try to side with. And then, so if I pick one creature, you pick the other one. You know, obviously chat gets final say, but we can make our points.
Okay.
All right. But I know I have maybe a little bit of advantage because I've been on stream before. So.
Did you see your chat?
Oh, was chat? Are you guys being mean to me? What are we seeing here? Nothing I've seen before. Yeah, I like doing new stuff. I like doing stuff that I think gets everybody involved and is interesting and fun and yeah, more. Okay, awesome. I'm really glad you guys like it. Pokemon Cryptoids. Yep, that's what this is. Mike goes putting in his prediction. He says Dandolf will win. I don't know if that's true. I do need an intermission song, but I usually don't do intermission. That's kind of why. Anyways, we'll just chat about these different cryptids. No. How quick does this man pee? Quick. I'm fast. I'm fast like that. Call me the mini minute man. Regret. Dazzler. Welcome in if I did say hi to you earlier. All right. Did I wash my hands? Absolutely, I washed my hands, Prism. You sound just like Adara. Pinky. Pinky does make some awesome songs, but I bet you'd come up with something awesome. Yeah, I'm happy. If somebody wants to make a song, I will probably play it. All right. Let's get back to it here, shall we? Okay. Let's figure out the first face off here now. Bigfoot gets a pass since he kind of had to go twice. Or I guess the werewolf went twice, but ended up losing. So, anyways, let's get the next ones in. All right, next up, I'm thinking we can do a fun one. Let's see here. Let's do some OPs. All right, yeah, this will be pretty evenly matched, I think. First up, we've got, you know him, you love him, the Bean. Oh. I can't ever move these things, man. Like, I have to click it. I don't even know which one that is. Okay, it's not that one either. Come on, Bean. There we go. We've got the baked bean. Just to remind you guys, there's his lore. I'm pretty sure that's just how you make baked beans. I'm not sure. He can bite. He also has the kiss of death, which instantly kills his opponents. And his special ability is to look like a refried bean. Not a super strong special ability, but being able to kill your opponents that consume you is important, no doubt. Now, fighting against the bean, we have the UFO. The UFO is pretty OP, but then again, so is the bean. So who do you want to pick? Which side do you want to fight for?
I personally like the bean.
You like the bean?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you like the bean?
It's cute. It's
okay.
a bean.
Those are both great reasons. I'm sure a lot of people will resonate with that. Yeah. It is a cute bean, but you got to remember, it's also fatal. Kiss of death. They have it.
Good, right?
Well, for the bean, but not for the enemy of the bean.
That's what I'm rooting for, though.
Gotcha. So the UFO, just to remind ourselves of the attacks that UFO has Beam Me Up, so it can drop things from very high heights. It has Self-Destruct, which it uses to crash into its enemies, which I guess kind of makes it an even match. And then there's obviously the government cover-up with that. And then it has the ability to summon Joe Rogan. Also probably a negative for the UFO, to be honest. But it also gives off high levels of radiation. Again, these are tough. These are tough. Also, do aliens eat beans? We don't know. They might. And if they do, they're dead in the water. They're dead in the water. What do you think? After hearing the UFO's stats, do you still think bean?
I'm still going for the bean.
Okay, that's fair. Personally, I'm not so sure. I'm pretty on the fence, but we will go ahead and open up the poll. So, bean or UFO?
Are you going for the UFO? Or are you
I'm not saying necessarily.
Okay.
I'll fight on one side, like if you pick a side, I'll say the other side, but it might not be what I really think. I'm just playing devil's advocate, right?
Okay, I got you.
Just so we give everybody an equal chance here. All right, while we wait on those votes to come in, let's catch up on chat. Pink Angel says, I love this. It's cool. Thank you. We will definitely keep doing it. Prism is on Team Bean. What is the bean? It is baked. There you go. I hope that answered your question. It's a very little known cryptid that I came up with while I was hallucinating last night. While I was recording, I stayed up. I recorded till like 2 a.m. last night for a video. Friday, are you on OBS? Yes, I am on OBS. Yes. Make sure any intro, outro includes Investigator Bob. Of course, we would never forget Investigator Bob. Maiko loves the baked bean. And baked bean is turning out to be a bit of a favorite, I have to say. Ooh, this one's close, though. Guys, be sure to get in your votes. I'll give you about 30 more seconds, but it's UFO by 3%. So only a couple votes may swing things the other direction, right? Pedals says radiation will transform the bean. I don't know. Do we have anybody familiar enough with radiation? It kind of already looks a little irradiated. Look how angry that big bean is.
It's cute though.
It is cute, but
it's got a little radiation.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah. It's seen some shit, I think, personally at least. Okay. Pinky's art says I'm Team UFO. All right. UFO is looking to pull ahead here. So, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to the bean. Goodbye, Mr. Bean. Wave him goodbye, even though he cannot wave back. It's unfortunate. Remove. I gotta stop doing that. I have, like, tics that I do when I'm doing things, I've noticed. I need to stop doing things, obviously. Okay. Next up, we have... let's see. How are we feeling about that? I feel like that was a tough loss. I almost want to veto you guys. Oh, shit. Am I going to veto?
You only get one veto?
I only get one veto.
Or two?
No, I only get one.
Okay.
I'm trying to stick to one. God, this is tough.
That was the first round?
This is the second round. So the bean made it through one round. You know, do I love the bean that much? No, I have to let him go. There might be something coming up soon that I need to keep the veto for.
Okay.
But I also don't want to veto like last round or anything. Shadowcat is pulling for a veto. What are you guys thinking? Is there enough anger in the chat here? Let's see. No, okay. I'm not vetoing, I swear. We'll move on. Next up, let's have... Ooh. Shit, guys. I screwed up. I messed up. We had another cryptid that snuck through that I forgot to include. So... Well, I guess this one just got a bye. So, first up, we have the Wendigo. Please go on screen. I'm begging you, Wendigo. There we go. All right. So, quick lore, a very hungry cannibal. The worst kind of cannibal. Yep, the hungry ones. Yep, very bad. It's got medium HP. Its attacks are gnaw. Ignores your... Gnaw, yeah, with a G. For the listeners. Ignores your attacks and begins to gnaw on exposed limbs. Okay, interesting. Its second attack, Antler Rain. Antlers begin to rain down from the sky like spears. They appear more or less indestructible and penetrate almost everything. Okay, that's a hell of an attack. Summon. It doesn't have any summoning abilities, it looks like. Special ability, it can do a backflip. Holy shit. This changes everything, babe. What do you think?
Can you do a backflip?
No, hell no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I used to be able to do one on a trapeze into the water, You know, what are those things where you can like swing out and then I can rotate back? I could do a backflip, but like on a trampoline, I can't. I can only do front flips.
So he has one up on you.
Well, yeah, but I'm not in the list yet.
Okay.
There might be. I'm not in this list. That felt wrong to include myself. You know, a little arrogant, I would say, to include myself. Okay, so on the one side we've got the Wendigo, and on the other, I think it makes sense. I want to make sure it's a good matchup, right? It makes sense to put. Yeah, I like this. We'll do Zozo, the Ouija demon, back. I feel like this is a good matchup here because Mimic is quite the ability, but then again, so is Antler Rain. So this is a good mix.
This is a good pick.
Who are you picking? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. That's a close one, I feel like.
Yeah. Mimic. So Mimic, for anybody who isn't aware, can mimic any deceased person, animal, or cryptid that you have loved in the past. Now, what does a Wendigo love? I don't know, but probably some pretty dark shit. I'm thinking it can summon some really neat stuff.
Like the baked bean.
Yeah, it can bring the baked bean back from the dead. Yeah, that would be what I would pick. I would have it summon probably 1,000 baked bean.
An army of
baked beans.
Okay.
It'd be unstoppable. And they would use Kiss of Death to kill them all. All enemies. All right. Now, is Mimic strong enough to defeat Antler Rain? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Sorry, I put it right over your face. There we go. Let's open up the polls. And you know what? Because I actually have another set of arms here. Can you type for me?
What am I typing?
You just type Wendigo versus Zozo and then put them in this too. Oops, sorry. My bad.
You're gonna go back to typing.
All right, you're right. You're right. No, you did.
Okay.
I will wait.
Quit clicking. I didn't take typing class in school.
Really?
Okay, now you can click.
They forced us to. It's very annoying.
And I put their names here.
Yep. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork. The poll is live. Let's see what people are thinking. Scared Little Raven says, "Hey, Patricia." Hello, Patricia. If I missed you. Friday House says, "Make the last cryptid go up against the final victor. A bonus round." Which one's the last cryptid? The bean? Oh no, the Wendigo is the northern Native American skinwalker. Yes, that is true. The Wendigo is a very cool creature. I think the look they use, I know it's not like lore accurate, most of the Wendigos in movies, but it is a very unique horror movie monster. The backflip is just too cool. Yep, that's true. We got to factor in the fact that it can backflip. We do not know if Zozo can backflip, right? We don't know. We do not know. Wendigos are shapeshifters, thus they can defeat demons. Well, you know, you don't have to ship shapes if you just summon the same creatures. Shadowcat says, "I am Patricia." Sorry, Shadowcat. I will remember that for next time. Although I'm notoriously bad with names. Okay. Friday says, "The last cryptid equals the one you forgot to put in." Oh, yes, which is the Wendigo. Yeah, so face off against the Wendigo. That makes sense. Okay. Wow, overwhelming support for the Wendigo. Giselle asks, "Can it cartwheel?" I'd like to think so. I would like to think so.
I think so.
If you can backflip, you can probably do a cartwheel. That feels like an easier thing to do.
Yeah.
All right. Zozo is out. Let's get
We need
rid of
like a
that.
sound effect.
Yeah. Womp, womp, womp. Wendigo lives to fight another day. All right. Next up, let's do the Drop Bear versus the Water Horse. Oop. The Water Horse. All right. This is an interesting matchup. I feel like both creatures are a little underpowered, maybe. But they're a good match for each other, no doubt. You know, the Water Horse is cute. It's cute. But then again, so is the Drop Bear. It's a koala. It's a big koala.
It's cute.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I feel like I'm going to go against you. Just, well, do you have a favorite? I know your favorite.
Well, I don't, yeah, let me see. Let me think about their attacks again. So we've got Sack of Potatoes, so it drops out of the tree, and then Swipe Attack, where it just uses its talons. And the Water Horse has Egg Attack and Flipper Off. They're about the same HP. And the Drop Bear is Australian, which gives it a big plus as far as, like, you know, toughness goes. But the Water Horse has plot armor because it's from the 2007 film, The Water Horse.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You don't say.
Nope. Well, I guess I do say.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say who I'm going for because they didn't vote for the one I wanted last time. So
you think chat's against you?
Just saying.
God, plot armor is tough though. Like, but we don't know how tough it really is. It honestly, this could go either way. This could go either way. Let's open the polls up. Okay. Can you go ahead and type that for me?
I don't like typing.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it back over. That's fine.
I can do it.
No, it's fine. You don't have to type the full thing. I just do like that, and then I'll just do like water because everybody knows what I mean. Okay. The poll is open. RNB says, I need some science. RNB, elaborate. I thought that I just gave you all the science you could ever need right there. All right. Let's see. Watch the scene in Blazing Saddles to see the power of the bean. Okay. I'll have to do that. Sorry, guys. Just checking the chat. Get Miss Mayhem's dog in the cards. I did think about putting my dog in, but it felt like cheating. Again, it was like, well, people love dogs. It's going to be a landslide, right? So, Egg Attack and Flipper and Australian, the trifecta. It's a good point. Water Horse just needs a bunch of humans with Vegemite.
You see the one above that?
What?
When in a sack of potatoes crush and break an egg.
It would, but again, the Water Horse isn't in the egg. It's just throwing eggs, so, you know, would it break a Water Horse is the real question.
To be determined.
An omen card. That would be cool. I like that idea. We need an I don't know or I can't make up my mind. No, you have to choose. You have to choose. Wow, this one's another overwhelming win. I'm surprised you guys are more decisive than I am. I wasn't very sure on this one, to be honest. But the Drop Bear is going to take it at 80%. All right. You know, the Water Horse was cute, but just didn't live up to the hype. You know? It didn't live up to its 2007 movie counterpart, which I will probably stream sometime because I love that movie. I just really want to watch that movie. We might watch it after this. Drop Bear, let's hide you. Okay. I think we only have one matchup left for this one. Ooh, and it's going to be a tough one. Yep. The Wendigo, so the Wendigo has one less. So we're going to do the Wendigo again which I think we're all pretty familiar with his strengths and weaknesses, but he has Antler Rain, which is his killer move. But his weakness is extreme hunger. It will cause him to attack himself. That is interesting. It's interesting. And fighting against him is the one, the only, Mr. Gray. Just to remind people of his powers, while not actually gray, highly intelligent. There's a cut. That is a hell of an attack. Pauses to question every video edit. And the full Lost breakdown, which, do you know, well, I just got you started on watching Lost. You haven't watched it all the way through yet. But it takes a long time to break down everything that happens in Lost, and it stuns the opponent and leaves them pretty much paralyzed until it's over, so.
Okay.
Now, his claim to fame, though, is summoning cryptid reinforcements. He can summon any creature from a paranormal clip channel, which is the channels that do, like, top 5 scary poltergeist clips you've never seen. I'm trying to think. It's always the people who do the thing that's like, number 15.
Okay.
The
Go.
last thing you expect is somebody's foot fungus in your Burger King burger. But sometimes, that's exactly what you get.
That was good. What do you
I
think?
think I'm busy. I'm gonna have
Oh, you're leaving
to
now?
go again.
Wow. Oh.
No, that was pretty good.
Oh. No, yeah. I know it was good. I've been practicing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before the stream, I was sitting here and I was like, okay, you need to nail the Burger King burger voice. You have to, or they're gonna stop watching you. What do you think, guys?
Everyone's clicking out.
Oh. All right. So this is tough. This is tough because I think Mr. Gray is just such a strong cryptid. I mean, look at his hair. With hair like that and the ability to summon other cryptids, who's to say he can't summon his own Wendigo, right?
This is true.
But at the same time, if he can't summon that Wendigo and the Antler Rain gets there first, well, then his hair's in for a bad time. You know?
Good point.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the chat, see what they think about this one. Shadowcat says, I finally won. Good for you, Shadowcat. Glad you won. Patricia. RMB says, no, this is mad science. No, this is science. This is science. We will have a scientific stream next time. Don't worry. We will be back to the science next week. People are mad about the water horse. Some people are happy for the drop bear, though. So you got a good mix here. Scared Little Raven says, no, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. Julie says, we're not factoring in Mr. Gray's dancing ability. That's true. He is quite the dancer. And the Wendigo looks a little stiff in that regard. You know, he's mostly skin and bone.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't dance much on account of, how much he wants to just eat things. Cannibals are like that. Have you met many?
No.
Why'd you look at me?
I was like, I'm sitting next to one.
Oh.
But no. No.
They can't out me on the stream. Okay. Yay, El Presidente is basically playing Mewtwo. He's not that OP. I didn't make him that OP. He can lose. And he might lose in this battle, to be honest. Burger King foot lettuce, you sound just like him. Good. That's what I was going for. Sarah Bobera says, all Mr. Gray has to do is look at the Wendigo, and that Wendigo will ask for a bingo card. That's true. That's true. Mr. Gray's moves are out of this world. Kenny Biddle would beat Mr. Gray. Oh, shit. That might have to be a battle for next time, I have to say. Little Miss Mayhem says, we can take a break from science for fun. Yes, there's always room for fun. If I can mix the two, great. If I can't, well, hey, at least we're having fun. All right, let's open up the polls now. All right, let's say Gray or Wendigo. Wendigoon. All right, the poll is open. Cast your votes now. I feel like one of those people from what's that show you're always watching? The dancing one with the stars? Dancing with the Stars?
That's exactly what it's called.
Okay. Yeah, the Dancing with the Stars one.
Yeah.
They're always live voting. I feel like that right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You like text to the line.
Yeah.
Who you're voting for.
But this is much more important than voting on your favorite dancer.
Yeah.
This is life or death.
Sure.
This is life or death. That's the real Mr. Gray in there. That's him. I put him in the card.
I don't know who Mr. Gray is.
You do know who Mr. Gray is.
Okay.
You just get confused. In your defense, like, not you can't have this defense for Mr. Gray, but there are a lot of masked debunkers that get confusing if you're not like truly in the community all the time. And yeah, I can see why you have some confusion.
Yeah, I'm new.
It's
here.
a lot to keep track of. She's still new. She's learning. She's learning.
I can say all my conspiracies while we wait.
Sure. Let me see here. Wendigo ignores attacks, though. It's true. Mr. Gray is strong. That's true. A Biddle Battle. That is a good name for it. That'll probably be the title for that one. RMB says, next time I engineer something. You engineer or I do? I don't really want to. It takes a lot to engineer live on stream. But we will do, I'm actually going to do something soon where we go over, I found one of the paranormal apps that actually does dive into some code. And we're going to go over that in a video. I'm not 100% if it's going to be a live stream or if it's going to be its own video. I need to dive into it and see a little bit more of what it looks like, but we will be going over it soon. Pinky's Art Music says, I like that cup. Yeah, thank you. It's from the Black Phone. It is very cool. Yeah, I saw it at the movies and I was like, I have to buy it. I don't care that it's $25. That is a sick cup. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was the Black Phone 2, which is terrible. Don't watch it. It's not good. You think? That was an objectively bad movie, I think.
I was going to say I liked it.
But you didn't see the first one.
Yeah, I did. I think. Aren't they the same? Pretty much. No. Okay.
Not at all. Not even a little.
Back to the poll.
I mean, the difference is so night and day. The original Black Phone, it has such a good story. And then the second story, they like go on a camping trip and he's just there. And it's not the same at all because he's just a ghost. Okay, spoiler, sorry. That's all in the first 5 minutes, by the way. You figured that out in the first 5 minutes. So, no true spoilers. All right, Mr. Gray wins. But wouldn't it be a hell of a thing if I vetoed right now?
Are you?
What do you guys think, chat? What do you think? I might veto. I'm thinking about it. Oh, Scared Little Raven just said spoiler. Yeah, you learn all of that in the first 5 minutes. I didn't spoil anything. I promise. I promise.
May I have a sip?
You may. You may.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to switch to coffee anyways.
This is pretty strong still.
We're getting a lot of no's. I'm getting a lot of pushback, which makes me want to do it more. You guys should know by now. All right, I'm not vetoing Mr. Gray. I'm lying. I would never veto Mr. Gray. I had you guys going there. I had you going though. Sorry, Wendigo. All right. I think that's the end of round 2, right? Yeah, it is the end of round 2. Okay. Round 2. I'm gonna let you guys know who's making it into the semifinals here. So we've got UFO. We've got Bigfoot, both, classics. We've got the Drop Bear, which I actually didn't see coming, to be honest. The Drop Bear was an interesting one. And Mr. Gray. Those are our remaining cryptids. I'm glad to see Mr. Gray made it this far. Am I surprised? No, not really. And I might even have to be like, guys, pick a cryptid at the end, but we'll see.
You
Cross that
put
bridge
him
when we get there. I did do that.
And
Yeah,
then you
I'm
can't
the,
be
I'm
like-
to blame. I can't. Yeah, you're right. I can't like be like, guys, what the heck, when I'm the one who put him there.
Yeah.
Yes, you've done 12 rounds. Yeah, that's the 12th round of individual showdowns, but this is more like the semifinals, and then the finals will be the round after this because there will only be 2 left. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. The chat has spoken. My brain is pickled. Logic wins. Good. I'm glad to see that the critical thinkers are on the side of logic. Again, we do have memberships for anybody who's just tuned in. We got them last week. Hooray. And all of the proceeds go to getting us to new places to investigate paranormal claims. Specifically locations that are usually pay to play, right? Because I did enough damage to my own wallet this far, so all of the proceeds just go to getting me and Investigator Bob to as many locations as we can, because I love investigating paranormal claims and solving mysteries. I think it is so much fun, and I think it's one of people's favorite things about my channel, and I'd like to do it even more often than I currently do it. So that's my logic behind where the money goes. Sarah Bobera, thank you for becoming a critical thinker. All right, we need like a buzzer sound or something
Yeah.
I can click, like confetti cannon.
You know how like Kenny had that button? We need one.
Oh, the damn it Bob button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a celebration one.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. Sarah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Take
what
a
was I
drink
saying?
to celebrate.
Take a drink. Hey, thank you. Yep, you know me so well, babe. You know me so well. All right. You're right. We're doing something. Next up in the semi-finals, we are going to have. All right, we're just gonna do this one because I think there's a clear what's the word? You know what? No. I'm not saying nothing. We're gonna go with one of the major players here, the UFO. Now, just to reiterate, he can beam people up just like Scotty. He can self-destruct. He can also summon Joe Rogan and has high levels of radiation. Very interesting. Very interesting. Also has an obsession with cows. And then on the other side, we're going to have the Drop Bear. There we go. You know him. You love him. He's a sack of potatoes, and he swipe attacks. But let's not forget, he's Australian. He's Australian. And that does factor in pretty heavily here, I think. What do you think off the top of your head?
This is a good matchup.
Yeah, I think this is a
Yeah.
pretty good matchup. I wasn't sure at first. I was going to go with a different one, but I decided against it because I think this is the better matchup.
I think so.
RMB says, I have to pay to critically think. No, you do not. I know all of you think critically already. I just thought it was a fun name for the memberships. But you do not have to pay. Just being here is support enough. I really appreciate everybody who stops by. Oops, sorry to shake you guys. I had to move my foot. I was caught. I really thank you so much to everybody who's hung out with us tonight. It means the world to me and to our community, which is growing, and I'm just having such a fun time doing it. Okay, enough sappy. Pinky's Art and Music, thank you so much for the gifted membership. If you got that membership, oh, Prism received it. Awesome. Be sure to thank Pinky in the chat. Again, thank you so much, Pinky. Really appreciate you. And we will get some little sticker guys. I can't remember what they're called now. Emotes. We have some custom emotes that Pinky is going to be making, and I will be sure to add them soon. So stay tuned for that. Mike O says, this is difficult. Yes, this is kind of a tough one. RMB says the Energizer Bunny versus Ronald McDonald. I don't know. I think Ronald McDonald because I think he's just unhinged. I don't know what Ronald McDonald's hiding, but I feel like he's hiding something big and something dark. All right, let's start the poll. Shall we? We've got UFO versus Drop Bear.
I'm nervous for this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to say which side you're rooting for?
No.
All right, fair enough.
I'm gonna go vote on my phone real quick so I can.
That seems fair. You can go vote. Why not? Your vote counts just as much. Scared Little Raven says, I feel that the Drop Bear would go Hulk mode and take down the UFO. You know, if the UFO gets close enough, I can see that. I could definitely see that. We also don't know what kind of metal the UFO is made out of, right? Maybe the Drop Bear can just claw right through. Could be like soft metal. Like, what kind of metal is soft? I can't remember. There are a few soft metals. Chris Williams does make a good point, though. Still, the UFO would pulverize the bear with radiation. But again, you're forgetting that this bear is Australian. What?
Are they protected from radiation?
I think Australians are just built different. You know, they're built. It's an American saying, but they're built Ford tough. And it's a different world out there in Australia. You know.
Yeah.
For starters, you have to consider the strength it takes to remain upside down your whole life. You know?
What if the UFO is aluminum foil?
Right, we don't know.
Do we know?
We don't know. You're gambling with that idea, but it's possible.
Possible.
All right, what are we getting here? This one's close. Okay. UFO is pulling ahead just a little bit right now at 59%. Thank you, Prism. That's exactly. I was thinking of lead. Lead is a very soft metal. Could be lead. Lead is heavy, though. What's heavier, a pound of lead or a pound of feathers? Here's the science for who was wanting to get in for R&B. Here's your science question of the stream. What's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of lead? Let me know in the comments. Mike O says, it's a party. It's always a party. Although I waited a lot longer than normal for this stream because I wanted to use the caffeine to be creative.
Yeah.
That tends to be my strategy. Caffeine makes me more creative for some reason. I don't know why. Chris Williams says it's feathers. Anybody going to combat that? R&B says no comment. R&B, I did this for you. All right. UFO pulls ahead with the win. There we go. All right. So Drop Bear is finally out. You know, I thought the Drop Bear would be out earlier, personally.
What?
You know, I just didn't have that much faith in the Drop Bear, you know?
I was rooting for him.
You were rooting for him?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You should have gotten your phone out.
I know. I feel
You
like
could have
it's
been
my
a deciding
fault.
factor. Yeah. You could have done more. You could have saved him.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to the other Drop Bear fans out there that you just let down.
I let them down.
Okay. Okay, so the Drop Bear is dead. Sorry, guys. In the graveyard with the baked beans and the fountain of youth. Such a shame. Such a shame. Okay. So that means our next battle is Bigfoot. Again, enough said. You guys know Bigfoot. I don't have to explain who that is. And Mr. Gray, arguably more well-known than Bigfoot, at least in this community. All right. Now, we know who the fan favorite probably is. But again, I think I should highlight how overpowered that foot really is. I know somewhere out there, Beardo is shivering. And if he was here, he'd be clicking off right about now. But look at those toes. Look at those toes. He has the powers of foot focus, which originally said fetish, but the AI did not like that and made me change it. So foot focus, which mesmerizes enemies with its larger than average left foot. Then it has the power of suit up again, sheds its outer suit, and hurls it at its attackers, which causes an allergic reaction. Something Mr. Gray could be very susceptible to. And again, the special abilities here of invisibility cloak and dimensional shift cannot be understated. There might be dimensions out there where Mr. Gray, God forbid, Mr. Gray doesn't exist. Right? But its weakness is documentaries. Something I think Mr. Gray is actually a fan of.
Yeah.
So, he has experience with that. He might be able to even play one. So, then you have Mr. Gray. Now, while not actually gray, again, even though he does look kind of gray in this photo for some reason, the lighting got weird. Highly intelligent, feared by most paranormal entities. Sorry, I'm cutting off your face. I'm making you look like a hippo, babe. Right there. Your eyes are just above the waterline. There we go.
We're gonna fight about that later.
Okay, yeah,
You
I was
called me a
thinking that.
hippo?
I was thinking that. I was like, oh shit, I just said the complete fucking wrong thing. Oh shit. All right, good night, guys. I saw that. I was like, I swear, I mean it. I mean your eyes are above the car.
Wait.
Wait. Okay.
Lock in.
Learn from me, everybody. Learn from my mistakes. So, he has the powers of there's a cut, right? He can spot any cut in a video, and he can stun the Bigfoot with his entire lost breakdown. And while he's stunned, he can summon any cryptid. And I know he's seen Bigfoot.
Hmm.
He could summon multiple. Oh, he can only do it once. So he could summon his own Bigfoot to fight this one. Now, can we confirm that Bigfoot has the same abilities, like invisible cloak and dimensional shift? I don't know.
He might just be good with his right foot instead of his left.
Exactly. And we all know that the right foot just doesn't hold a candle to the left. So, Also, we got to think about Mr. Gray's weaknesses, not repeating himself. So he only gets one shot at each of these attacks. Bigfoot can, kick forever, more or less.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what chat thinks. Oh, I forgot about the pound of feathers thing. Yeah, they're the same, guys. They're the same. I forgot I said that. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen the bit I'm talking about, where he's like, I don't think I can even do that accent. It's like Scottish, I think, but he's like, it's like, what's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of lead? And it's like, well, obviously a pound of lead, but they're both a pound, so it's the exact same. But the guy fights tooth and nail. He's like, no, lead is heavier than feathers. And he says that. Oh, I'll show you after the stream.
Okay.
I'll show you later. Okay. Drum Blanket says, let's be real. Bigfoot would dominate Mr. Gray.
Bold.
Banned. I'm just kidding. Well, if he was on his own, but we got to remember his special abilities. All right. Lost from Oz says, the fight of the two gingers. Chris Williams says, so Mr. Gray is going to bore the Bigfoot with all his critical thinking. We don't know. Bigfoot might be a debunker. That would be a hell of a plot twist. How big is Mr. Gray's foot? I do not know the answer to that question, Julie. We will have to ask him. Hopefully he sees this at some point. I have a feeling he probably will. Bigfoot can't play guitar. Also a good point, Maiko. All great questions, guys. We will go ahead and open up the poll here. Okay, let's see here. Bigfoot. Sorry, I forgot where I was at. Versus Mr. Gray. The poll is open now to play. Yep, exactly right, Friday. RMB says, Mr. Gray would be crushed. You're wrong. You're wrong. I think it's a pretty even matchup here. Drum Blanket says, wait, can Mr. Gray actually call on his own Bigfoot since he has the summon cryptid ability? And the answer is yes, he can. He can do that. Now, we just don't know if his Bigfoot is as strong as this one. I'd argue it probably isn't since it's a copy. The copy's never as strong as the real thing. The smell of the Bigfoot alone would kill Mr. Gray. R&B, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong.
Can Mr. Gray do a backflip?
Good question. Good question. My initial thought is absolutely.
Is it in the chat?
Oh, who said that? Giselle. Great question. Great question. Gray all the way, says Sarah Bobera. So intense. Yep. 78% are voting for Gray against Bigfoot,
Wow.
which is impressive. Let's give Mr. Gray a round of applause for an amazing job here. I do agree with you guys. I do think Mr. Gray would destroy a Bigfoot, especially when he has his own on his side, right? Now, that being said, we're going to have two winners tonight. Because as much as I love Mr. Gray, technically, not a cryptid. He is going to be the undisputed winner. I think we all know this to be true. Am I right? Chat, back me up here. We're picking Mr. Gray. He's going to end up being the winner. Or do you want me to run this thing to the end?
Who is he going up against?
The only person left to go up against is UFO.
Mm.
Now, my thought is maybe we need two winners. The true winner, of course, is Mr. Gray. But maybe we should let UFO and Bigfoot battle it out for a winner in the cryptid category. And then Mr. Gray is the overall winner. What do we think, guys? Does that sound like a plan?
I like that idea.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Petal says, yes, standoff wins. It's true. He is a cryptid, Julie. You're right. You're right. No, people want the fight.
Okay.
People want the smoke. Okay, we'll put him up against the UFO. We can put him up against that UFO, you guys. It's fine with me.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, end your poll or no?
Let's end the poll. Mr. Gray. Is that a black phone cup? It is, and it's awesome. I love this. Mike is muted. Can you guys not hear me? R&B says we have to take this to the Supreme Court. We will. We will, R&B. Can you guys hear me? Everything all right as far as the mic goes? I think it's okay. All right. Nope, mic's fine. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Drum Blanket. Yes, let me show the black phone cup. Yeah, we saw it when we saw the black phone too. It's amazing. I love it. So I always use it when I'm live. Okay, let's do this. Sorry, Bigfoot, but your foot just wasn't big enough. All right. We have one final showdown, you guys. How are we feeling before we start it off here? How are we feeling? Okay, I'm back. It was me. Yeah, I've noticed that bug lately, Chris. There's some weird bug with YouTube where the audio just randomly cut out and I have to join back in. It's a pain, but
Yep.
you know, when you run a platform as big as YouTube, you're bound to have issues. How are we feeling, guys? Are we nervous about the final showdown, or are we pretty confident in our decisions so far? Well, how are you feeling, babe?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Mr. Gray was until now,
Yeah.
so
He's the president.
yeah,
well.
I'm learning.
Yeah. I'll introduce you to some of them.
And then he's going up against the UFO.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which was a pretty, in hindsight, I made that card pretty overpowered, I have to say.
The UFO.
The UFO, yeah. Although you guys really let Fountain of Youth go too soon with being able to drop nuclear bombs. Didn't even survive round 1. Come on.
Yeah.
Sarah Bobera says, Viva Dandolfo. Yes. Long live our king and president and dictator. He's mostly a dictator.
Oh.
Isabel Designs, welcome in. Is this Magic the Gathering? No, this is a cryptid battle to the death. And we now only have 2 cryptids left. One of them is Mr. Gray. I think I need no explanation for why he made it this far. And the other, drum roll please, is the UFO. All right. Let's move them closer together for this one. I want them side by side for the finale here. What can I say? I like symmetry. There we go. This is a battle for the ages. So I think you should pick your side that you want to root for. I'll pick the other. And we'll really dive in and see who would win here. You know?
Okay.
What do you think?
I feel like I'm gonna go with the UFO.
Okay. All right. So let's make sure you know your attacks, right? You've got beam me up, so you could beam people up and then drop them from high distances. Self-destruct, pretty self-explanatory. And then the ability to summon Joe Rogan. But you also are radioactive, right? And you have a weakness of unknown. So you have no known weaknesses, right? So how are you going to use that to get to a cryptid like Mr. Gray?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick him up and then shoot him down, right?
Well, yeah, but, you know, he's already going to have summoned 2 UFOs of his own that picked you up before you
2?
even got there.
Can I?
No,
picked
actually,
up?
he can only pick up 1 because he can only use his attacks once.
Yeah. So is he gonna be in a UFO?
Yeah, he'll probably drive the UFO, I would imagine.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm faster.
Maybe.
Logic.
Maybe.
Who are you going for? If I didn't pick a side, who would you have picked?
I'd pick Mr. Gray.
Okay.
I just think he would figure out how to kill the UFO. He just would. Or he would pause the video and then do a deep dive into it, debunk it, and the UFO would simply vanish. Or it would turn into the bird that it most likely was. Personally, that's my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. I could beam him up in a UFO.
Prism says, Cryptid the conglomeration. Is there logic here? R&B, I'm explaining nothing but logic here. These are facts. Chris says, if we say Mr. Gray will win, he would have some sort of cloak on. That would save him from radiation, but then again, Mr. Gray would love to get beamed up in a UFO. Ooh, I didn't think of the fact that Mr. Gray might just willingly go into the UFO. Shit, he totally would do that. That's such a good call, Chris. Oh, man. That's true. He also wants to believe. R&B says, UFO would remove his wig. What wig? Have you not seen the man? That's him. That's his real hair. So the question mark isn't a placeholder for the HP. It's just a random amount. It is a placeholder for the HP. That we don't know how strong the UFO is. Julie says, I can see Mr. Gray flipping off the UFO. Okay. All right. I feel like we've given our thoughts on the matter. Let's get to the heart of this. Let's get to the heart of this here. Start a poll. Final battle. Mr. Gray or UFO? I always knew it would come down to this one day. That I would be having this debate. I'm glad I'm having it with you guys. The amazing critical thinkers that we have in this community. And the amazing critical thinking community at large. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's start this poll. That would be really ironic if that poll just failed. The last one of the night. Oh shit, UFO comes out with an early lead. Oh, it's close. Giselle says, holding my breath, me too. UFO's pulling ahead. Prism says, I misclicked. No, it's too late, Prism. You can't undo this. Oh my god, it's 50% exactly. We've got some pushback from the UFO community here. You know? Wow. All right, I'm going to give this one a couple of minutes, you guys. I'll give it a couple of minutes. If you've been lurking, this is the final showdown. Cast your votes now.
Let's put some money on it.
Drum Blanket says, come on, UFO. Let's put money on it. Logic caused by alcohol. I don't even know what you mean, R&B. All right. Prism, what did you do? Says Sarah Bobera. Yeah, if this goes south, blame Prism, you guys. Blame Prism. Now ignore what I'm doing right now. I'm going and casting my vote.
Are you?
I'm going to cast my vote.
I don't have my phone.
Oh, you don't have your phone? Go get
Yeah.
your phone.
Why'd you say it like you would say to Bailey?
I wasn't saying Bailey.
Did you vote?
No,
wanna
I
know
didn't
who you're
vote. It's
gonna
not
vote
fair.
for.
It's not fair if I vote. I haven't voted once. It would be wrong of me to start voting now. I'm an impartial creator.
And then you veto the final.
And then I
on this
veto.
one.
Should I veto, guys? I have the veto power. See you in a minute, Pinky. Thank you for hanging out tonight. R&B says, listen, I'm wearing a wig right now and rocking it. Very nice, very nice. Isabel, I love cryptids as a rule, and UFOs are a non-starter for me. So nope, no chance. Gorillas were cryptids. Interesting. You can veto the last win? No, I can't. I can't. I said at the beginning I couldn't. And our final winner of the night is Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray wins with 68%.
Wow.
Now, could I have seen this coming? Absolutely, you bet I could have. I could have.
Mhm.
Now, did I see the rest of the cryptids? Absolutely not. I did not think UFO was making it this far. And now that I think about it, I think baked beans needed more love than it got. I think I should have vetoed for baked beans. That was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry to the bean fans out there. I let you down. Something like that, and then he's like, I don't know. That's the one I remember the most when he does it. Usually I'm too busy spamming emojis. Bingo! Yep. Bingo bullocks, everybody. You guys are great. You guys are fan-freaking-tastic. I'm sure he's going to love that he won the Cryptid Showdown. And it was a lot of fun making this, honestly. So do you guys enjoy the format? Because I think it was a lot of fun. I think we should definitely do this again sometime soon. Storm's headed your way, Julie. Be safe. Be safe. Isabel says, sorry I missed the beginning. This seems like a fun idea for a stream. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, especially the first round where I got to introduce you to all the characters. I think that was pretty fun. Maiko says, Mason, this was awesome. Thank you. Next time, use brackets. You're totally right. We should use brackets. I think it would make it a little more, a little easier to see. Usually I have Adara make that kind of stuff for me. She's really, really good at that. Sarah Bobera, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. It means a ton. Thank you so much. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate all the support you guys have given me, and I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. It was an awesome stream. Let's shout out some people before we get out of here for today. Let's give a big special shout out to Isabel Designs, Little Miss Mayhem, Girly Twirly 754, Friday House, Pinky's Art and Music. We've got Petals, Drum Blanket, Mr. Prism, Giselle, Maiko. I'm not doing that right. I got to do that more justice. I'll have Crow teach me how to do it. Let's see, who else do we got in here? We've got Sarah Bobera. All right, R&B, Julie. Thank you guys so much to everyone who stopped by. Chris Williams as well. You guys are amazing, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will see you guys real soon. I will have a video coming out later this week. I think you guys are going to like it. It's something interesting, and it's, again, something where I haven't seen debunkers make a video like this before. So I think it'll be a really interesting video. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.